full name is Luigi Mangione.
Oh my God.
That's right. So much more information about Luigi Mangione has come out because I sat through the internet weeding through all the theories and mapped them out in a way that finally actually makes some sense. So some jokes aside, real-time true crime edition, let me walk you through what I think is going on here with Luigi Mangione, who is the alleged suspect in the United Healthcare CEO unaliving. First of all, people who knew this kid are coming forward left and right saying he was super intelligent, valedictorian of his very fancy prep school growing up. He went on to the University of Pennsylvania. He's an engineer who's done data-related stuff as well. The first thing we know is that we saw his face when he was flirting with one of the hostel workers, but he was also allegedly seen at a Starbucks nearby. He goes and he unalives the United Healthcare CEO, and we all know that engraved on the bullets, it written deny, defend, oppose, which ties back to their policies in the way they have been effing over people left and right. Extremely intentional detail. And then he left behind a backpack filled with Monopoly money. Strange, yes? People are thinking this is a nod to the board game Monopoly, which was invented to teach us about how capitalism can go horribly wrong. Then for a while, no one can find a trace of this man until they find him just casually sitting and eating in broad daylight at a random McDonald's in Pennsylvania. For some reason, he has all the fake IDs on him that he used. The Pew Pewer with a 3-page manifesto angry about the United States healthcare system. Right after he was arrested, this video launched on YouTube that said, if you see this, I'm already under arrest, and it's a 60-second countdown in which it implies there are things to come still. Although many people are arguing that this was clearly a fake video made by someone else, and I'm inclined to agree with that, although they can't prove it yet. With all this so well thought out and meticulously done, it begs the question, why was he just randomly caught out in the open at a McDonald's? What were his motives? Why do we think that he did all this together? Well, for the McDonald's one, I have a few theories that hold some water. One, yes, McDonald's plays that Monopoly game all the time, and also it was on the boycott list along with Starbucks, so there could be a link with him being seen publicly at a Starbucks and then immediately seen publicly at a McDonald's, two of the biggest companies that people have been boycotting recently. I also like people tying it back to this book that's often taught in college called The McDonaldization of Society. I'm not personally super familiar with it, but you can pause to read it here. I think it kind of starts to compare societies to when they have similar characteristics to these mega fast food chains. It specifically highlights one of the downsides of these is the loss and denial of basic humanity, which would go hand in hand with what Luigi is all about. But as far as personal motives, there's a few really strong ones that I found, and I love that everyone's just agreeing to use this photo of him going forward. For starters, yes, when he was younger, he volunteered at a place his grandfather founded, which was Lauren Health Services, that his family still has close ties to. And we all know what starts to happen to these smaller family-owned health services when larger conglomerates like United Healthcare starts buying up all of the market. But another important note is that he's 26 years old, which means he just recently reached the age in which you are removed from your parents' health insurance. And allegedly, on his social medias before they were suspended, a lot of people found him sharing these photos of these x-rays, which he clearly had some sort of work done after an incident on his spine. And people who are saying that they know him are claiming that yes, he has had bad back problems and pain ever since then. And while we don't know what the main motive is, honestly, multiple of these small things can add up over time to radicalize